The Vortak Empire had ruled 12 star systems for 3 millennia. Their crystalline ships cast shadows over conquered worlds. Their armies moved like clockwork, and their emperor's word was absolute law. They broadcast their power across the galaxy, ensuring every species knew the price of defiance. On that fateful morning, they made their gravest error. Emily Martinez stood on the execution platform, her wrists bound in energy shackles. The 19-year-old engineer from Mars Colony had been caught hacking into a Vortak data node, attempting to steal shield frequencies for the human resistance. Her crime warranted death under Imperial law, and the Empire decided to make an example. "Let all species witness," boomed Administrator Krex, his forearms spread wide before the hovering cameras. "This is the fate of those who oppose the Eternal Empire." The broadcast reached every corner of known space. Billions of beings watched as the execution beam charged. Emily didn't beg. She didn't cry. She simply looked directly into the primary camera and smiled. 47 minutes, she said clearly. "Remember that number." The beam fired. Emily Martinez died instantly. Administrator Krex turned to his subordinates with satisfaction. "Send her body back to the human sectors. Let them see what their rebellion brings." What the Vortak didn't know was that Emily Martinez wasn't just an engineer. She was bait. The moment her biosignature flatlined, a hidden subroutine she'd embedded in the stolen data activated. It had been dormant in their systems for weeks, waiting for her death to trigger it. The code spread through the Empire's quantum communication network faster than thought itself. 20 minutes after the execution, the first signs appeared. Defense platforms around Vortak Prime began rotating their weapons inward. Communications arrays started broadcasting random noise. The Empire's vast AI network, which controlled everything from life support to military deployment, began eating itself from within. Commander Marcus Thompson watched from the bridge of the disguised cargo hauler Prometheus, hidden in an asteroid field. All teams, confirmation code received. Emily's sacrifice triggered the virus. Operation Trojan Horse is go. Across human space, ships that had been painted to look damaged and helpless dropped their disguises. Weapon systems that the Vortak believed were generations behind their own powered up, revealing devastating improvements made in secret. The humans had spent 50 years pretending to be weaker than they were, waiting for the perfect moment. In the throne room of Vortak Prime, Emperor Zalth watched his empire's status boards turn red one by one. "How?" he demanded. His chief advisor's scales had turned pale. "The human's death triggered something in our systems. But it's impossible. Their technology is primitive." "No," whispered the Emperor, remembering every human surrender that seemed too easy, every battle where they retreated too quickly. "We were fools. They wanted us to think that." 35 minutes after Emily's death, human fleets emerged from hyperspace at key points throughout Vortak territory. They moved with perfect coordination, striking at infrastructure nodes that shouldn't have been vulnerable. The virus had mapped everything for them. The Empire's automated defenses, corrupted by Emily's final gift, either shut down or turned on their creators. Vortak colonies found themselves cut off, their shield generators failing, their weapons powerless. The mighty warships that had terrorized the galaxy for centuries drifted helplessly as their systems crashed. Admiral Rebecca Foster broadcast on all frequencies from the human flagship Vengeance. The Vortak Empire executed Emily Martinez for the crime of wanting freedom. She knew she would die. She volunteered for it. Because she knew that her death would mean your end. 45 minutes after the execution, human ground forces landed on Vortak Prime itself. They met minimal resistance. The virus had opened every door, disabled every defensive measure. 46 minutes after Emily Martinez died, Emperor Zalth stood in his throne room, watching human soldiers surround him. Commander Thompson entered, holding a small device. "Emily Martinez uploaded her consciousness before you captured her," Thompson said quietly. "She's been living in your systems for weeks, learning everything. She sent us your defense codes, your supply routes, your weaknesses. She died to activate the final phase." 47 minutes after the execution, the Vortak Empire formally surrendered. The galaxy watched in stunned silence as humanity dismantled the Empire's power structure within hours. They hadn't just won a war, they'd orchestrated the perfect revolution, triggered by one young woman's sacrifice. Later, when asked about the victory, Admiral Foster would always say the same thing. The Vortak thought they were executing a helpless girl. They were actually starting a timer to their own destruction. Emily Martinez didn't just die for humanity. She became the weapon that freed the galaxy.